morning to all traders and welcome to another Markets and Waves video. Today is May 17th. It's Monday, and after last week's drop on last Friday, we might have an interesting session coming in. Obviously, don't forget as well that we've got a couple of weeks left for the end of the month. So in this session today, we're going to have a look on 5 assets. As always, we're going to have a quick look on the index, the euro dollar, oil, gold, and the S&P. Starting off with the index, where we left last week, we said that potentially we're going to get up to this level, which is a nice cluster between the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement of wave 1 and the descending channel, with the upper channell to be more precise. We've had that coming in, and to me now it looks like we've got 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to get the 4 and the 5. It's going to be wave 1 of minute wave 3. So from the moment we get a fresh low in, depends of course on the structure we're going to get it. It might be a 5-wave impulse, it might start getting a bit more complicated, it might be an ending diagonal, but I don't think that's going to be the case. We can start expecting a correction, and where we can get that, well, obviously we need to have a target first, so let's just get that out the way. That's number 2. We did the 1612, so we're going to go to 2 and then 2618. But 2618 might be too far for this particular one. I think we're just going to get a fresh low below the previous low, 9026. Might be case to get to 618, but I would probably put a target something in between, to be fair, just due to the structure of this move. So we're going to look for 2.382. That's the 9014 also. And from there, expectations for a correction and then a continuation down again in wave 3 of minute wave 3. Now, the other scenario, of course, would be that we're not done here yet, and we're going to keep moving higher. Yeah. And that relationship is going to somewhat break, and might get a price moving up to around the 91 also, 78.6 Fibonacci, which could be a case where that might turn out being an AB and a C. Or one might also see this, due to the structure, as an AB and a C. AB and a C, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for A, the B and the C. W, X, Y, of course that makes sense. But we've got to wait, of course, to see how price develops on the to the upside. We'll get no signals on the RSI or MACD, so most likely to continue with a longer term trend. On euro dollar, we talked potentially about this ending down here. We got exactly to the level that we've been expecting last week. Okay, we've had 2 very nice signals, and we said probably the correction ended. Now it looks like to me we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we're going to get 5. So after this correction ends, it could be lower down, no question about that. Perhaps even down to 121, or anywhere between that level and the current price. And then I'll be expecting another leg up to get wave 5. Yeah, and from there, wave 5 of 1. This is 1 of minute wave 3, right? So then we're going to get the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. Don't forget that I've been bullish on euro dollar for a while. So the next level I'll be looking is going to be the 122.50. But obviously, before we break, you know, even the 121.82, we need to take into account from 1 to 3. Well, don't have a 4 yet, so we're going to do the 0.382, and that's getting us to around 121.89. Okay, once the correction is in. Where can the correction go? Up to or down to? Well, let's just have a quick look. As you can see, we did the 78.6 in the first wave. Okay, so the 23.6 actually is pretty good. We might go down to 38.1, 21.12 also. Should, of course, this structure to the upside is impulsive. Okay, Now, no more signals on the RSI, the MACD, just a tiny bit of a bearish divergence over here, which is giving us currently this move to the downside. On oil remains being mixed between these two levels, so only short term is what really gives us a better idea. I'm still expecting this to be a wave B and a continuation to the downside, since nothing on the upside suggests that this is an impulse or part of a motive wave. The leading diagonal scenario can be a very huge scenario, because a wave 4 having a leading diagonal in one of a 5, excuse me, after 4 has been that tiny, is a bit of after wave 1, yes, 4 is actually much smaller than the leading diagonal of the lower degree move to the upside, which doesn't make much sense. So I've been looking at this as one last week, and I was looking for an ABC. I was expecting prices to go up to 64.84, to be honest, or anywhere to 65 or so. With this correction now taking a bit of a toll, I believe we're going to go up to around 65.84, perhaps even to a higher level at anywhere between actually the 65.84 and 66.59, and from there a continuation to the downside. Now, in case we break above that level, I will be looking at this with a different eye. We'll have to revisit, of course. The breakout is possible even today, to be fair. But what I do see, and I believe we might not get it, is the fact that the RSI and a little bit also on the MACD, we can see a better signal on the histogram, gives us a bearish divergence signal. The RSI signal is not strong. We want the RSI signal to become a bit stronger. That's why another leg up can be expected, but maybe we're not going to get past the 65.84. In case we don't, then most likely a continuation to the downside with first targets, of course, these are Fibonacci retracement levels. After the breakout, we're looking at 62.30, then 61.90, 60.80. And that will be just for wave 3, of course. And from there, we'll be looking for another update, of course, because we update oil quite often anyway. You do know the alternative scenario as well, so we'll just go quickly on gold. Again, we talked about the possibility of that, because it was a bit more bullish last week when we saw it compared to euro-dollar. It was more of a mixed situation on whether the dollar would be bullish rather than gold, and we said that gold looks a bit more bullish, and this is what it shows us now as well. So we've got 1 and 2 done, and currently we are in impulse wave 3. So to me, it looks like that's going to head up and perhaps break the ascending channel, the upper channel, and hit for around the 1877 or so, which is the 100 Fibonacci of a wave 1 and 2 over here. Okay, and then 1877, 1885, sorry, yeah, because the 1877 is the one of the minute degree, and the 1884 is of the sub-minute degree. We did get those two signals as well last week, as we did with the euro-dollar. What we really need to see now is a good breakout up here. Most likely it's going to be a false break, thought to be a false break in the beginning, because most likely we're going to get a correction. Then we might get a rejection here and a continuation up. We might step back within the channel and then a correction up. We might just return, and that is going to be a false break to the median, or even all the way back. We're going to see how that develops, of course, in the coming days. But for now, I remain mainly bullish rather than anything else. But do also look, of course, at what is going to happen around the channel. And S&P, last Friday we talked about potentially that moving towards to the channel for cycle wave 4. The channel didn't even, prices didn't get close to the channel, to be fair. We did the 40.57. The channel is lower at around 4K. It could be a case where, this actually looks to me like an AB, so that's a W. So we might get another leg up to finish this wave X, and then another ABC down to the channel, and from there we'll continue all the way up. Unless if this ABC ended the cycle wave 4, but I doubt, especially if we take into account that cycle wave 2 over here lasted a little bit longer and it was a little bit deeper. Okay, so another leg to the downside can be expected. I'll be looking at this accelerating channel rejection. Okay, that's the bottom channel, of course, of this of the accelerator. This is the intermediate degree move to the upside, by the way. That's its channel. So well, it could be a case where we've already finished, because this is an ABC, could be an ABC. Okay, and the 61.8 was the level that pretty much done the WX and Y, but WX and Ys usually have dip wave Ys, X's, sorry, so the 78.6 would not be a surprise around the 42K. Okay, we don't get any signals apart from the ones we saw last week on the RSI and MACD. There is a bit of is it? No, there isn't. I mean, we crossed above one of the slower line is still below the zero line, so we must keep a close eye on what's happening really with the MACD. Okay, so guys, this will be all for the day. Thank you for watching, and in case you have any comments, just leave them on our YouTube channel. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. We will speak again tomorrow in another Markets in Waves video.